HeyFranHey.com. So far we've covered a lot within our Healthy Hair Regimen series. We've discussed finger detangling with coconut oil to minimize breakage, deep conditioning and steaming to help restore moisture, cleansing, applying leave-in and sealing for that added health and protection during our wash and go styling, as well as protective styling to ensure that our hair stays strong and healthy and to retain some length. So today, this is the final video in our Healthy Hair Regimen series, and we are discussing clarifying natural hair. What is clarifying? It's basically, how can I describe it? It's a way to reset your scalp and your hair. You know, we're using so many products on a daily basis, oils, butters, creams, and that stuff adds up, you know, and I don't use shampoo, I use conditioners. And although the conditioners are all natural and they have a lot of nutrients that are, you know, cleansing agents because they're like natural oils and natural butters, it's still not enough at the end of the month when all those days of product accumulated, you know, so I have to ensure that I don't have any product buildup on my scalp and don't have any product buildup, you know, within the hair. So clarifying is the way to basically get rid of all of that stuff and start with a clean canvas, in other words. So you might be seeing the camera at some angles because I have mirrors back here now, so don't wonder what that is staring back at you guys. These are the two ways that I found work best for my hair. So I do it maybe once every 2 weeks or once a month. I kind of listen to my hair depending on how heavy-handed I've been with my products. So, you know, find the schedule that works best for you. It's not something to do often because it is stripping your hair of everything, but you know, it's still something that you should add to your regimen just to make sure that your scalp is balanced. You know, you can be overproducing oil when your hair is like super greasy or underproducing oil when your scalp feels dry and flaky, and you want to make sure to restore some balance, you know, restore that pH. So let's jump right in. Right now I'm going to finger detangle all of this. This is 8-day hair, 8-day wash and go, and I'm gonna finger detangle it, cleanse it, and then come back and show you guys how I do with apple cider vinegar on this side and how I do with Bentonite Clay on this side. Okay, so I know some of you might be wondering why I co-washed my hair before clarifying, if that's essentially cleansing it anyways. But I wanted to soften my hair up a bit before throwing apple cider vinegar on it because I did have an 8-day-old wash and go, so it was really tangled. I didn't want to just wet it and spritz, you know? So, okay, let's jump right in. The first way that I do it is using, I don't know if it's gonna show it, apple cider vinegar by Bragg's. I like this brand because it's the raw, unfiltered version of the regular cider vinegar that people use. So it carries more of the health benefits and the nutrients. They weren't pressed out during processing, basically. So this is my favorite brand. This is the one that I suggest for people because it's most beneficial. Fill it up about halfway. See? And then I add water. This is just regular tap water. Believe it or not, tap water is healthy water compared to the crap that's usually in bottled water. So I stick to tap water. So let's do it on this side. Shake it up. The reason we dilute it with water is because apple cider vinegar is a little bit potent. It's a little on the strong side, and it does have a really strong smell. But you basically want to saturate your hair, especially those ends, because you know we put a lot of stuff to seal them. So you want to clean all of that out. Why do we use apple cider vinegar? Because it has this natural cleansing agent that basically removes things that may be clinging to your hair follicle, and it restores some circulation to your scalp. So really get it in there, like massage your scalp. You really want to saturate it. And this will get all that stuff out. It's really amazing. Maybe you want to rake it in to make sure that it's really in there. Then I let it sit for 20-30 minutes. really marinate and get in there. So that was it. That's simple. I mean, it's quick. You know, leave it in for 20-30 minutes and wash it out. That's the apple cider vinegar way to do it. Now, I know some of you are not gonna like the way apple cider vinegar smells. And also, one thing that I have noticed just from suggesting it for, you know, different friends of mine, if you have like an oily scalp or oily hair, I would suggest using the Bentonite Clay, because I think the clay does a better job of absorbing the oil. And I think if you have an underproduction of oil, you know, like dry scalp, dandruff, or any kind of scalp ailments, I would suggest going with the apple cider vinegar, because I think that it does a better job of really getting into your scalp and just sort of like replenishing whatever natural oils, and that, like I said earlier, it just restores that balance, that pH. So that's what I've noticed works best depending on, you know, what your scalp health is like. So that's just a suggestion. This is the way that I do the bentonite clay. I use the Aztec healing clay. It's 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. I usually just pour it in a bowl. They say that you never want to use metal, because I guess metal affects some kind of, you know, it like charges something in it, so you want to use wood or just not metal. So I usually just put about that much. I don't know if it's gonna focus. I put about 4 scoopfuls in the bowl. Modify it based on how much hair you have, your density. You know, it's gonna be different for every head of hair. But for me, I can usually get away with 4 scoops. See, that's the clay. So that was just 4 scoops in the bowl. Then, aloe vera. You guys know my Aubrey Organics aloe vera. I love this stuff. I take it and pour it in to the bowl, and I pour it just until it turns into a nice little muddy mixture. Why do I use aloe vera with the clay? The clay, it's taking out a lot of toxins, so your hair may be a little bit dry, and I've noticed that when I mix it with the aloe vera, it softens my hair a little bit and it gives it a little bit of a shine. So I just like the way that they mix. Smush it in there, and you see it's sort of just like a nice mud basically, and just saturate your hair with it basically. Absorbs all of that excess oil in your hair, excess product. It really just kind of sucks everything out. So you want to get in your scalp, really get it in there. This doesn't have a scent at all, so if you're sensitive to fragrances, I would go with this over the apple cider vinegar. That's pretty much it. I basically just rinse, I let it sit for 20-30 minutes and then just rinse it out. I either put in my leave-in for my wash and go, or I put in my cream for my protective styling, depending on which one I'm gonna do. One thing that I do notice, some people, after they rinse it out, they condition their hair again. I've done that, and then I've also tried it without conditioning, and I had the same result, so I figured why not save some product. So I don't condition. I actually like the way that my hair feels once it's clean from, you know, either the apple cider vinegar or the clay. So I kind of just rinse it out and put my product in. But of course, everyone's hair is different. Try both ways and see which one is best for your hair. So I just rinsed it out. You see that shine? I'm telling you, clarifying is everything. My tank top is over me right now. Like I said, I like the way my hair feels after I rinse it out, so I didn't condition again. But of course, that could just be my hair. Make sure you feel your hair and listen to it. If it feels really dry and stripped, either deep condition it or, you know, co-wash it again and restore it however you see fit. Hope that was clear. I hope that made sense. Hope that was helpful. It's pretty simple, right? Leave me your feedback. Whichever one you decide, both are awesome, both are healthy, both are great. And that ends our healthy hair regimen series. Thank you guys for all of the support and the awesomeness and all the great feedback. I'm happy that you guys are happy. Next week I'll come back with a video on my skin and the oil cleansing method and how I keep my skin healthy naturally. So thanks guys, thanks for watching. Bye.